If you have a drawing or a sketch that you want to paint on a larger surface, such as a wall, it's handy to have this technique in mind to make sure that the size and overall proportions will end up match your drawing. Here's a quick tutorial. When I did the initial sketch for this project, I had the client take a picture of the designated wall. I took the sketch and the picture into Photoshop, and then I put my drawing sketch on top of the picture in the layer section. This way I had an idea of how my composition could look on the wall. Once I arrived to the blank wall, I started putting up masking tape in a grid. I tried different ways, both using 2 pieces of paper taped together and also a ruler to measure out. The key is just to be consistent so that every square is almost exactly the same size. It's a balance as to how many squares you want in there. You need to have enough to have something to guide you, but not too many as you also have to peel off the tape eventually. More about that later in this process. So after having finished the grid, I move back and take a photo with my camera. So it's important to take the picture as perpendicular to the wall as you can, creating as little perspective distortions as possible. And now here comes the trick, the grand trick. You take your sketch into Photoshop and then you place the layer on top of that photo that you just took, having the grid all set up. So now you can see a very fine grid over my drawing. And now it's basically just tracing your motif line after line, motif after motif. And the word just is not the word here actually, because it's actually a bit of a challenge to paint in this way. It's a very different way than drawing on a piece of paper, and you constantly have to check with the grid to see where you're at. So just to be clear as to how it works, you can see here how I use my computer with the sketch and a photo of the wall with the grid. The grid on my computer is equal to the one on the wall, so here as I go about drawing the character here, I look back and forth constantly between computer and the wall as I trace, and I keep the proportions in mind, and all the angles really are what I'm looking at, and it's not as easy as it looks. Plus, the thing about drawing on a vertical surface is also something that you have to get used to. But I think that this system is very useful when you don't have a projector and when you're dealing with a line art drawing. In my process, I like to peel tape away bit by bit as I completed each motif, but you could potentially also just sketch up the whole piece, remove the tape, and then finish the places where the lines have been cut off by the tape. That's kind of what kind of tempo you are in. So all in all, this method provides a nice guidance, I think, and it calmed, in my case, my nerves. And in the end of the process, I even felt like adding in a few improvised things. I hope you liked the tutorial, and I wish you luck creating your own mural. Till next time, have fun drawing.